Go. Yup. What going on? It's your boy Ja. We back with another one, and I got one of our favorite guests on here, Vi Bay. She's an online personality from St. Croix, also, and I got a newbie to the show, Kashari Peterson. She has her own show called K's Vibes. She's a podcaster also on multiple streaming platforms, and she's also into the arts. She says she's into all of the arts, pretty much writing, poetry, music, performance, all of those things. But I'm going to let her tell you herself once I get her on. But you know how we got to start the show off. Right, we'll be right back right after these messages. Yep. And there they are, these beautiful ladies. They are, hey, and we got exclusive tonight. Kashari Peterson is literally on a date during the podcast. You don't see this shit anywhere else. So it's perfect for the topic, what women want, right? Kashari, since this is your first time, can you introduce yourself to the people?
Hey. So I'm Kashari, and I started my podcast because I wanted to show my voice more because I'm always giving people advice, and because I'm very blunt and I like to tell it how it is and have a platform where everybody can do the same. So I like to give advice and talk about controversial topics and everything. So that's basically me.
Thank you. And VIP, can you introduce yourself as well?
Hey y'all, VIB here again. Nail Tech. Y'all can follow me on all my platforms at VIB. And I make press on nails, so holla at your girl.
She's been on a couple times. She's no stranger to the game. You know what it is. Your boy on that juice because I get I have a double upload tonight, going back to back, and I you know Freaky Friday will go on for about 2 3 hours because they don't want to get out. All right,
Hey.
so we gonna get into it. So Kashari, um, I scrubbed through your page a little bit, right? And I must say it does come off like you feel some type of way about the situation with relationships between men and women. I'm not going to say which way you lean, but can you tell us please why are men the problem?
I feel like men are the problem because they don't take accountability a lot of times about their actions and are not honest and upfront. Because if they are, then they may get a different resort and response from the woman if they're more honest. So to me, it's about being honest. That's what pisses me off.
Okay,
um,
so
don't be
go
pissed
ahead,
off.
go ahead. So would you say that that's one of the things that women want, not only just in relationships but during dating and everything else? Is that what women really want? Honesty.
Honesty, honesty. Period. If you just want sex, say that. If you want a relationship, say that. If you want a child, say that. Cut it to the point.
Okay, I find, right? Okay, first of all, I want to start by saying this. I notice with social media now we have a lot of relationship gurus on the internet, right? But also, along with the relationship gurus came a whole lot of people that don't follow the rules either. So it's kind of a fine line here. But I think with the thing with women wanting honesty, and I speak for myself as well when I say this, 9 out of 10 times the women that want honesty, when they get it, they really can't handle it. So what do women really want? Like,
I want honesty, even if it hurt the head. Cause if he right, then I'ma just be quiet and just sit there.
I think what women want
Hmm.
vary from woman to
Hmm.
woman.
Hmm. That ain't what you say on one of your posts them about just like if he right. That ain't what you said now. But
Yes, I
I gonna
did.
allow it.
Yes, I did. I
I gonna allow
said
it. Camin pull that one there. I gonna allow that one there.
Do we need to be pulling? Should I be like,
I I wanna know. Cause
no,
there's a
no.
post up there when she was like, "What do you when he is being right? What do y'all do?" or something like that. But
I said I
it's fine.
sit back and I be quiet,
Okay, okay.
cause I'm not gonna tell him he right.
So if you're right, you gonna say that. Wouldn't you want to hear that in turn? Like if you're right, yeah, babe, you right. You wouldn't want to hear that?
No, cause he's still gonna continue with his point
oh,
of being right.
oh man. See,
Okay.
so accountability is a double-edged sword. It's a two-way street, and it's also a double-edged sword. Now you have to be careful what you ask for.
I will admit it later.
Oh
Oh man.
man.
Oh
Oh
man.
man.
And she started off with men don't be accountable. Y'all keep that in mind as we continue, please. All right. So all right. So check this out. In terms of honesty and just brutal honesty and men being honest, right? As a man, I know that is not true. Let me tell you why. First of all, women want honesty, yes, but it has to be packaged in a way that they can accept it. So is that really honesty?
Yes, it
Because
is.
if a man jumps in your inbox, even if you think he's sexy and he says, "Hey, I just want to fuck," that's honest, but it's gonna turn you off
It's
because he
gonna
didn't
piss
package
you
it
off.
properly.
It's
Because he
gonna
didn't
piss.
package it properly. Is that right or wrong? Is that true or false? Talk to me.
True, because he need to say it in a different way. It's how you come at us.
So that don't make no sense, Kashari.
I don't want you to come at me and be like, I just want to
Kashari,
fuck.
the name of the show is Same Difference.
No, no,
Same difference.
you need to say it differently. Say it
It's the
Okay.
differently.
same difference.
Be
Okay.
like,
Okay.
be like,
Hmm.
I want some. See?
Some what? Some juice?
I know, right? Like,
A rice? What is some?
so on the topic of honesty, let me ask you both. Have you ever heard of or been subject to a man say straight up, "Look, I don't want a woman," right? He's told you. You like him though. And you or a friend of yours or whatever says, "Yes, I'm cool with that," knowing that you like him and you want him. So you continue to do all these things that a girlfriend would do, trying to convince him that I could be your girlfriend. You don't really know what you're talking about. Have you heard of that or been subject to that? Tell the truth.
Been subjected to. And
I have
Sorry. You have.
I
um
haven't done that because I wouldn't be with a person who don't want a woman.
Hmm.
If that's my mind frame at that moment.
Okay. Have you had a friend or somebody who ended up in a situation like that because he told her from the jump, "I don't want no woman," but she wanted him anyway?
I think we should rephrase this, Jamali,
Go
because
ahead. Go ahead.
taking your question literal. And I think really and truly what Jamali trying to say is, have you ever liked somebody a whole lot and they just didn't like you back? And made that clear.
Not for real.
All right. All right. All right.
No,
Moving on.
no, no, no. That's my answer. No.
All
I
right.
mean,
Moving
one
on.
I
a
argue with
couple
you.
years ago, on
Uh huh.
Valentine's, I did get my heart broken because I
Huh?
made a cute little candy box and then the dude never showed up. So
Same difference.
yeah,
Was he into you? Did he show that he was into you though?
I guess I thought he was, but it just
Same
seemed like he
difference.
wanted sex.
So he lied or what happened there?
I guess I got mixed signals.
Okay. Okay. That happens. That happens. We'll put that notch under your belt. That happens. Sorry to hear that you got your heart broken. You know, it happens to the best of us. Since you're out on a date at a restaurant currently, I gotta ask this question: why do women never know what they want to eat?
I do know what I want to eat when I come in there. I
Do
do.
you know where you want to eat off top?
No, no.
Why is that? Oh man, this is rough.
That's the
This is
sa-
rough.
that, that's the
Royal
same as
Lewis
a
says
man.
she earned her heartbreak. Oh man, where you get our one there
That's
from? Royal,
And
that's
that's
harsh.
what I was getting around to saying.
That's rough.
I earned a heartbreak.
That's
Cool.
rough.
You're entitled to your opinion.
True. So you never know where you want to eat. Why is that? Is that a woman thing? Like they just have so many options, or where does that come from?
It's just a woman thing.
Yeah, cause I'm funny at that. I don't like everybody food. It can be bland to me, especially with the food I'm eating now. Like I had to put some salt and pepper on it because it's yeah. I rather cook.
I got you. CJ says I went on a date with a guy that straight said he didn't want me to be his woman, but turned around and asked me if I would move in with him. He ain't wanted you to be his woman, CJ. He wanted you to be his roommate. The man said move in. He ain't say woman. I don't listen. You didn't hear. All right. So, what do you think women want as far as their business, job, career? What is it that women want there
You mean for themselves or from a man?
for themselves? Because we talking about what women want, right? What do you think that women want from their jobs, their careers, their business?
I really think that we just want to see and be able to enjoy the fruits of our labor, but that's with anybody, any human being.
What do you think, Kashari?
Um, I just want financial stability and to be successful in a career that I'm in, and that's it. I want my own restaurant. I want to take care of people.
Do you ladies think that there's something wrong with women that like don't even want a job, a business, a career? They just want to be like stay-at-home mothers, or do you think there's something wrong with that?
Um, I am very partial on that topic because I am a stay-at-home mom, but I have earned the privilege to be a stay-at-home mom via hard work throughout my life. So, yes, I think if you just lazy and just try and be at home, especially, I feel like you're gonna be a stay-at-home mom, you need to go full throttle and you need to homeschool your kids. Let's start there. Like, if you at home, why are your kids even going into this system? And you sitting at home? My brain's kind of the go far out on topics like that. You already know. So,
Kashari, what do you think there?
Um, I honestly think that it's something wrong if the person doesn't have goals, even if it's short
Oh,
time goals, small goals. You gotta have some type of goals of why you're getting up every day. You gotta have a reason for living. That's just how I feel. So at the end of the day, where you're at home, mother, stay at home, wife, it doesn't matter. You need a goal, some type of goal.
do you believe that stay-at-home mom is a goal?
it depends on what the motive behind it is.
Right.
The children to rears the children.
But I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I'm working all the time. I just been afforded the luxury of being able to work from home,
Hmm.
make and control my own schedule because I had goals. So,
Here's the double standard that I got hit with in the comments now.
okay.
CJ says, "Stay at home mom is a job." Now I must ask the panel as well as those in the comments: Is do you believe that stay home dad is a job as well? Are they on equal footing?
Whew, child, I
Come on, come on.
I worked at a job and it was this single dad who came in every day. and he would just talk about his son and everything. I don't know. I thought he had a wife, but he said he'd take care of his son by himself. But I can tell by the passion and how he made sure he get the right food and everything, how he talk about his son, that he really loved his son. So to me, being a single father can get hard because I can tell
The
how hard
question
and
though
rough it
was
is.
stay at
Yeah, that
home.
ain't why I asking. That ain't why I asking. Is
Question
stay
was
at home dad a job as well?
me.
Um,
Is it on the same footing?
no.
Can I interject?
Go ahead, cause I go circle back. I want to know why it isn't. But go ahead.
Yes and no, because if you not staying at home and taking care of them children to the full capacity that I do, you may as well get your ass up and go to work, friend. And when I say that, I mean like, cause I constantly washing clothes, washing dishes, running behind children, solving arguments. Like, dads just, I don't know, they kind of more laid back with the kids, and they just sit back, kick their feet up, and let the children figure it out, type shit, you know. So I don't know. Dads are less strict to me.
Ooh, Jace Borgeria says they're gonna say no because it ain't in their favor. Ooh.
Me, I don't care. Okay, I don't know who's. Listen, we ain't got no time for that. But what we going? I gonna say this though. If I had that opportunity where like somebody would stay at home and take care of my children to the capacity that I take care of them, I probably wouldn't have a problem paying out the bills. I probably wouldn't, but like I said, there's levels to the shit. Cause you can't just be kicked back acting like you taking care of the children and I coming home from work and shit still undone and like nah. Cause that ain't how I'd take care of the kids. So
I don't know. I feel like the dad act more like a friend, like a partner, laid back, chilling. The mama got to be the strict one. That's what I feel.
Okay, so feelings, facts over feelings, right? Um, statistically, single dads are closer to dual parent households as far as statistics, like as rearing better children, not even better. They do better, like in life, compared to single mothers. So why is it looked down if it's a single dad or a stay-at-home dad when usually the authoritarian in the household is the father? Let's be honest.
I don't have no look down for it. Like I said, if I knew that a guy was gonna do it full
See
throttle the
there.
way it would, I wouldn't have a problem with it being that way. But
So
it
for
varies
you, it's
per person.
based on how if he does it closer to how you do it.
Yeah, because I mean, like, what is you doing? What is you doing? Like, why does child spill some juice on the floor and it stay there and get dry before it get mop up? And now it's black and crusty.
Well,
Okay.
I can't
Okay.
speak on it because I don't have children
Hmm.
and I don't want none. So
Jace, Jace going in the comments. That boy say emotional logic.
He always going in. Like, I go come off this live and go pick up Paulson.
CJ says mothers tend to baby their kids. Man more likely to encourage them to be more independent because they understand the struggle they would face. Do you find that to be true? Yes or no?
yep, especially with the sons.
How about you? Hey, what you say?
I don't know. I think it varies from person to person, really and truly.
Well, that's
I
a given. That's a given, of course. But
I
overall,
and who raising this child? Like me, I always had a drive to be successful aside of drill line, make sure and whether or not like the opposing party is involved, you know. And I don't know if good things gonna come out of it, but I know shit, I tried. But I'm pretty sure that if their fathers were like in the household, that would make a big difference. I'm pretty sure. I grew up with my father in my household, so like it was just certain things that had to be done a certain way. Like, let me give you an example. Like, my father was strict on grades in school. So,
hmm
like, I see he used to call. I see I barely pass.
Mm.
So you gotta see you in trouble. And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
barely pass. Like I see wasn't good enough. You understand? So just certain things. I don't know. I think a father in a household with children is very necessary.
Well,
I be-
make no mistake. I think this is just my opinion, but it's kind of based on on stats too. Like dual parent households is the goal. At least it should be. You know what I'm saying? The single parent thing is ideally not what you want because your child is statistically
Exactly.
placed in a position to fail.
There's people with that mindset though that they just feel like I don't need a nigga. That shit is. They might feel that way, but that shit is like a toxic. Like I don't think. I don't know,
uh,
but
I feel
Ashari, you
like
were gonna say something. Go ahead.
I feel like it does need both parents in the household, or at least a male figure, authority figure, or some type of male figure for a child. But I don't really think a woman necessarily need a man, or a man necessarily need a woman. Now, I grew up with both of my parents in the house, but I also feel like they just was there just for us, and that's it. They did what they had to do. Just saying, that's how I felt. Now, my daddy was always the person who encouraged me and still does. So I do feel like a dad in the household is very important. He was at my every performance. He was my biggest fan. He always supported me with grades. He was there more than my mom. Now I'm saying my mom supported, but my dad was A1.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. For exposing a little piece of your vulnerability. We appreciate that. What is it that us men need to hear? Go ahead. Go ahead. Lay it on us.
Stop being selfish.
What do you mean?
Thinking more about yourself all the time and not about others. Thinking more, not thinking about your actions or your consequences and
Okay.
how it affect others.
Okay. Is that it? Come on, no. I know you got something on your chest. Let it out.
Open up. Be vulnerable.
To whom? To whom?
Because how do you expect us to be open and talk to you, but you can't do the same?
listen, one thing I had to learn with age, right, is if you don't give a man peace, he ain't gonna tell you a fuck thing. Okay, he gonna suffer in silence.
And you got to give me peace too. No want peace.
Okay, but let we go back to your question so I can give my answer.
Hold up. Let me step in here really quickly. No one gives someone else peace. Peace is found within you. You find peace for yourself and you share it. But I can't give you peace. You get what I'm saying?
Let me rephrase what I meant to say then. You cannot disturb if you disturb a man's peace
There
or
we
any
go. There we
person
go.
for
Yes.
that matter. You can't expect them to open up to you.
How can we
So
just
how can you disturb my peace? Like by wanting to be treated like a princess and to go on like a pit bull? What do you mean? You mean how? Why you in my phone? Like I like I just wake up and you ask me questions. Why walk through the door and who this bit? Why are we doing this? She said, how? How can you disturb a man's peace? When I just eaten, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and you want to ask me if you was a lamp, would I still love you? Why we doing this? But anyway, like you asked what the question was. The question is, what is it that wait, was that the one? What is it that us men need to hear?
Okay. I learned that through a lot of systematic injustices, a lot of behaviors that men and women have is by conditioning. So I think that what men need to hear is the same things that the women desire. They want encouragement too. They want a positive push. They want words of affirmations. You cannot, and this is something I have always said on this show, you cannot require what you are not willing to give. It's you're just never gonna get it.
Everybody got different love language.
Agreed. Agreed, 100.
Correct.
But still, even with variations in love languages, you can still give enough to fulfill your person, and your person give enough to fulfill you. It don't have nothing to do with the love languages being the same.
You see, that's a vital integral part of a working healthy relationship. All VIB is saying, if I heard you correctly, is people in relationships want reciprocity. The
Exactly.
energy I giving you, give it back. That's all.
Right.
And
So
I don't understand why. I've noticed if when men ask for reciprocity, we get back, oh, you sassy. You want to be chased. You want, like, we say we want that energy. We want, like, I give you gifts. Can I get gifts back? I praise
right.
you. Can I get praise back? And what comes back to us is you want the negative things that women want. They hear when we ask for reciprocity, like that's what we want. Because you
Mhm.
want to be chased. If I say I want you to reciprocate, that means I want you to chase me. That ain't what men have been singing. But go on, go on. Royal Lewis
Uh,
says many times us men can't or aren't allowed to free up and speak about our feelings to our own woman. And that's the thing. If men try to be vulnerable around certain women, right? If we open up to them, it has to be in an amount that they can handle. It has to be just the right amount. If you open up too much, then you're soft. If you don't open up enough, you're too hard. Like if you don't talk if you don't say everything that's happened to you, you hold them back. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to walk this fine line, and I don't think that gets looked at. She got quiet on me, man. What going on, Kasha? Got quiet.
No, I'm just irritated.
That's
I,
rough.
d- I do agree. Y'all do walk on a fine line, like it's tension all the time, or feeling pressure, or
Hmm.
whatever. But state the question again.
Well, the original question was, what is it that us men need to hear? So that was the original question.
That you always have a listening ear.
Okay. Okay.
I'm always listening as long as you're actively listening. I feel like people not actively listening, like they're listening but not really there.
True. I can see that. Because we aren't taught how to do it, really. We haven't been taught how to do it. That's a good one. JB, you got any more? All right. What do you ladies think most women want out of life besides everything?
I can't speak for most of them. I think I'm gonna go back on that question. I don't want for
Um,
me.
CJ say I need to hear shut the fuck up sometimes. Real talk. Enough for them talk a heap of shit. You see what I say? God damn. Go ahead, Kashari. I think you had something to say.
So, what was the
say the
question
question
again?
again because I was laughing at the comment.
What what do you think most women want out of life? Well, besides everything.
Besides everything?
Yeah, yeah.
I want I want a peaceful life, successful,
Peace.
to
Okay.
travel. Just that's me. That's what I want. Happiness,
Okay.
con-
Okay.
content.
what does that look like for you? Just traveling and enjoying, being free, pretty much. You want freedom. It sounded like. Is that right?
Lifting some baggage off my shoulders, some stress,
Mm.
freedom.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. Circling back to you, babe. You still ain't gonna answer for that one.
Shoot. You said out of life or
Out
no?
of life.
I could only speak for myself, but me really I am very comfortable in my living situation. Um, extra money is always good, of course. But I think for me, I just really at this age and point in my life is I just desire a companion that's not going to disturb the peace and try and change the atmosphere of what is already established in my household. That's it. I don't
Okay.
care too much, I good.
Okay. That's cool. Jason, Jace Bojeria said, "You heard what my brother-in-law said? Soft life for women means hard life for men."
Nah, because a customer, older elder man, told me that
Uh,
as long as your woman happy, you will have a happy life. If your woman is not happy, you will have a hard life. That what he said. It wasn't out my mouth. It was out his mouth. That was older man. I believe it.
I can't
I
with it,
uh,
but I mean, there's levels to the shit. There's levels to everything in life, and some women, no matter what the fuck you do, you can't please them. So how the fuck can you make her happy?
That's some.
Let's just be real here.
If you can't please her, then she don't want you.
so if I can't please my woman or I don't make my woman happy, then that's on me. If she is happy, that's on me, and somehow I'll automatically be happy because she's happy.
No, you're gonna be fucking stressed out because you're going so far out your way to make sure this miserable bitch happy.
Were you happy before I got there? That's the question. Like, if I gotta make
Exactly.
you happy, what were you before?
That's why they said you have to fill yourself up before you try to decide that a man need to.
CJ going in tonight too. Tickle her till she says she happy. What the Tickle that ton, fellas. You heard it?
Shari don't know what to we gotta explain to she.
It's I don't want to offend her.
I'm gonna tell she off camera.
According to Pew Research, 55% of men and 50% of women, you see that? More men than women want to get married. Why do you ladies think women don't want marriage as much as they used to?
The government is the fucking government.
I'm sorry? Beg your pardon?
I mean, let's just be real. People that don't educate themselves don't realize, but this shit is the government. But I ain't gonna get into that on this platform.
It take more. It's too much to get a divorce. They always, to me, they want. I'ma just say
It's systematic. It's systematic, Ja.
The government is against us.
It's systematic, okay? And you know what? I was thinking the other day too, and I thought I might just throw this in there. Neo is who started this independent women shit. I need to go dig up Neo.
Don't put that ball head, Neo. Don't do that fuck.
Right
Don't
now.
do that fuck. Don't even do that fuck. Don't do that fuck.
Don't make me pull up this song and play it now.
CJ again. Plus the men not built like before. I want men that could chop down trees, build houses with their bare hands, do plumbing, fix cars and all of that stuff. While I do what? Yeah, nails them.
I agree.
Do I know what the women used to do back in the day? If you a Christian woman, right, and you go in the Bible, I dare you. Go in the Bible and see how they describe a virtuous woman. You know what time that woman will wake up and go to sleep? That virtuous woman in the Bible, do you know what she does during the day? That is a housewife. That's why they didn't used to go to work. They had no time.
Exactly.
Do you know they used to make and repair the clothes themselves?
Exactly.
and wash them by hand. But now when we got washer, dryer, a dishwasher, you want like yeah, okay. You want me to throw axes and shit when I grew up in the hood and I ain't had no father? What the man? Look,
That's
okay.
not a fair, valid excuse, okay?
It's not an excuse. I'm just saying that times
You're
are
right.
different, so we need to adjust. We need to adjust. Like
Mhm.
the women from before aren't bogged down with the same things as they used to be. Neither
Mhm.
are the men. Why am I sassy? Because I pay for fucking roadside assistance. But if I if I choose to use the motherfucker, I'm a anti man now.
No,
Like
no, 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 no.
hey,
No, I disagree with that. If you pay for your roadside assistance, you should use it. But if you can't
mhm.
change a tire, you're suspect. I am sorry.
No, I know how to. There
No,
are
I
I
don't mean you.
prefer
I just
not to.
speaking in general. I just
I
speaking.
prefer
No,
not
I
to.
don't mean you. I speaking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
women
yeah.
in general. Roadside assistance is a luxury of life, and if you can afford it, go for it. Nobody don't want no extra sweat for no reason. So I get it. But there's a certain grade of men out here that can't even change a tire.
I feel like they're too comfortable with all the resources that are here, and
I mean, the resources are here to be used, but
but they need to know how to do it themselves.
Do
yes.
you know how to knit a dress?
Who, me?
Either of you.
I know how to knit, sew, crochet,
Kashari,
and spin.
My
can you
I
make
mother,
already
clothes?
know what I do.
Can you, Kashari, knit a dress? Can you sew one?
I can sketch out a dress.
Can you make one?
I can make. I made a quilt before back in the day.
Uh-huh.
I can
Uh-huh.
remember.
You see the resources.
Listen,
Things
I
have
could clothe my
changed.
children, and I have a sewing machine in my house right now as we speak. I could clothe my children if I wanted to.
I
I
can
could
go to the
clothe them.
store. But like that's the resources. You get what I'm saying? Like times have changed. We need to adjust.
Exactly.
Okay, but the main things being a
Mm-hmm.
provider, a leader.
Mm-hmm.
I just want someone who's like did what my dad did.
But that person is sitting in front of you right now. Why? Late. Hold on now.
Uh,
Don't be saying that on camera. You see, you can't be doing that. This is what I say. Like, it have to be some kind of reciprocity. Because I mean, Kashari, you gotta think about the fact that this person you wanna date with, if it's somebody you care about, they're going to see this.
5 minutes are about to close, so we have to lock the doors, okay?
oh, she getting kicked out the restaurant. Damn. I guess we'll continue. We'll continue. What? Jace. Jace. Suavemente. Well, you going that way, my boy. Just like there's a difference
I
between
mean the
HOs and women, sometimes women just stand too close to HO behavior. Hmm. I don't know about that one there.
oh,
What were you saying?
I was saying that I said the same thing over and over.
Mm-hmm.
That I want a person who could come over and fix things when I needed to be fixed,
Okay.
or especially my daddy don't pick up. Just how my daddy treated my mom. I wanted the same treatments, or how he treated me.
Understandable.
Like he always told me I was beautiful, and that I'm not saying I don't get that. I was just
Mm-hmm.
saying I want like the same things how my
I
dad
got you.
treated my mama.
What if the man can't do them himself with his own hands, but he can afford to pay for someone else to do it? Like he gets it taken care of. It's just not with his own hands. Is that an issue?
No,
Okay. 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 Uh, why do so many women go sexually unsatisfied instead of speaking up about it?
I I think like because that's a very good question and a very sensitive question. And like I say, a lot of questions I could only speak for myself, but like me, I never on a mission. I know men's egos could be easily, that's something serious. Like, so
Yeah.
sometimes you just cope, man, and you're miserable as fuck. But on the back end, that misery to start causing resentment, and that causes other issues in the relationship. So I don't know. I think we need the men to help us figure out what is the best way to approach a situation like this without offending them.
Okay, so maybe that's something that men need to hear, that your ego, when your woman tells you something is wrong, you need to check it so she can be comfortable coming to you about those things. So now, whose responsibility is it to voice those things, though?
The man.
Jamali.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, in this circumstance, you, the woman, are not being sexually satisfied. The man is getting his. So, it's his responsibility to make sure that gets done, not that you should let him know.
Wait. You said that the man is not feeling sexually satisfied.
No,
No, the woman. Because the question is, why do so many women go sexually unsatisfied instead of speaking up?
I feel like some do speak up, but the man don't really hear or don't care and just out there for themselves. So they make sure that they get theirs. I don't know. Or
But
they feel like it will be some type of, it will make the guy feel some type of way if they're not feeling satisfied by
mhm,
them.
I beg to defer. Um, you will find with people in relationships in general, some people don't know how to go about doing certain things. So it's a learning process for them. And a person might be extremely in love with you, but they don't know how to be intimate with you without behaving like
mhm,
a rabbit.
mhm.
So
Because
you
of
might have
porn.
to coach them through it. That's life, you know.
In my opinion, right? It's each person's responsibility to make sure to take their pleasure seriously. Like dudes are gonna come regardless. Like they're gonna get theirs regardless, right? So I feel like it's the woman's responsibility to make sure that she gets there. And if he isn't doing it, you need to get off of me. Like that, like the power I feel, because the keys to sex is already with the woman already. But I also understand that sometimes women get afraid or nervous or scared to say something because he may lash out. I understand that as well. So,
Lash out.
sorry,
Elaborate. You said lash out.
like he'll get mad, you know what I'm saying, and start cursing or even get physical because you don't. You said I ain't game mine. Like you don't. Like you need to change this. That's what I mean.
I don't think I've met a person like that. And I think if I met a person like that, I would never speak to them again. 'Cause that gives rape boy vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't be that mad. It just is what it is.
So why
Mm-hmm.
so many women ain't talking about it? Did y'all hear that DJ Envy been with his wife for 10 years? She never had an orgasm, and then one day they got in an argument and she said something.
I didn't hear that.
No.
It's in his book.
Oh, wow. I
I
didn't
don't
know.
know.
So these are things that
Subconscious.
happen.
I
Subconscious.
know it happens though. But damn.
Yeah, it's a
Roy,
lot of women who never had one.
yes, there are.
Like I said, Jamali, like it, not because a woman doesn't orgasm necessarily mean that like it wasn't intended for her to orgasm. Like I said, some
No,
people
no.
don't know how to operate during sex. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
some people just don't know how sacred this thing is and what's supposed to happen. So like they think in a carnal place, from a carnal place. So some people you just, I feel like if a person really into you and you could feel and you know when a person into you, but and they good in the department. They got something. Their department down there good, but they just ain't throwing it the right way. I feel like you could walk and try and show them. There ain't nothing hard to do.
Find a way to make it a safe place for them to feel comfortable to open up.
Okay.
Some type of exercises or games can help with that.
Okay. That's good advice.
Yep.
Royal Lewis had a question he's been holding in for a while.
Yeah.
Why do some women hold on to men that they don't really want to keep?
The same of why men hold on to women that they don't want to be with because they don't want to hurt their feelings.
With Kashari and this.
You know what's funny? I told him this would be the response.
Yeah,
I told him that.
Listen, man, it's the truth. It's the truth.
Well, there you have it, Royal. I told you. I've been doing this for a while. I knew this would have been the response.
Rough, okay? You stay with a person hoping, but you see, again, that it all goes back to like people gain thoughts misconstrued in their own mind. You stick with a person because number one, you don't want to have to go back out there, meet a new person, learn this person, go through the whole process again. So you stay with this person hoping and praying that shit gonna change, and it don't change. It just get friggin' worse, and I still end up breaking up.
He vexed. Royal Lewis says, please, it's not the same. Everyone has different reasons. I told you it would go this way, my boy. I told you.
Well,
I tried. What happened? What you going to say?
I said why I think.
You agreed.
I said what I had to say.
Hey, he can't get mad. I told him. So here I told him, and I told him I'll put it up. It was up there. Thank you, ladies. Should women with modern views still be treated traditionally?
No. The times have changed. That don't make no sense.
We're in the 21st century. No.
Because y'all know that's a lot of people's expectations. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do as a woman and whatnot, but I still need you to open the car doors. And I ain't gonna act like the women used to in back then, but you need to act like the men back then.
But that is nice though, a gesture to open the door.
All right. When the man opens the door, what is your job?
To get in.
What are you supposed to do after?
Thank him. Thank him.
You see? That's the problem. You're supposed to reach over and open his door. Y'all don't even know your role. You know what you want the man to do, but you don't know what you're supposed to do. See that? You're supposed to reach over and open his. You see, y'all want this and want that, but you don't know how you're supposed to react or respond. I want princess treatment, but Pitbull in that fucking skirt. The fuck?
Instead, I'm supposed to open your door.
Yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do.
So why he listening in, but he don't want to?
He could come on too.
he can't hear. He can't hear. I got
Oh, okay. You see what I'm saying? Like that's one of the issues. Like y'all want this traditional treatment, but y'all don't even know what your role is because you're so intent on like what I want a man to do this, and the third, and have not paid attention to how do I behave.
This is why it'll be saying this is why it'll be saying.
Well, I'm learning. I get corrected by my sister and my mama. So
it happens, but I think more of us need to. You see, the selfish thing, Kashari, that you mentioned is true. A lot of guys are selfish, especially when it comes to loving someone else. They are. That is very true. But selfishness, it's a human trait. Because when the guy came out with that 5 love languages book, the 5 love languages was supposed to let you learn your partner's love languages. What did we do? We learned ours.
That's true.
It's selfishness.
No, at the same time, some people do learn their partner's love language too.
Of course, but as a whole, he said it himself. The person who wrote the book said it himself. Like Gary Chapman, he made the book for this reason, but unfortunately, people took it and started learning their own. It's to
Mm-hmm.
learn your partner's love language.
Hmm.
You know what you like already because you, as a child, you know what you like and don't like. You come up knowing what you like and don't like. Other people, though, you have to learn that every single time. But I'm off that. I'm off that. I'm off that. All right. I got one more question. I'm gonna let you go. My love language, CJ, what going on with you? My love language is smacking you at random times for no reason.
I don't. Sometimes they be like.
CJ is
Hmm.
a woman.
She
Sometimes
she from West. What you say? Sometimes.
Is my spirit animal.
it depends how hard you smacking me.
Hear that there. And the circumstances. Yeah. The last question of the evening, ladies. Black women are one of the biggest LGBTQ plus supporters. Why do so many women support that, but look down on it if they find out their man is a part of that community?
I think the whole LGBT thing is hypocrisy. Um, that shit is just a bunch of hypocrisy to me. Honestly, and that's a very vast topic, and you know the alphabet community gonna come for us if we get too in depth with it. So we have to be very careful.
See, I support, but I be thinking they doing the most half of the time for attention and for a lot of conflict, not all the time to be united and to actually get acceptance and everything. We don't accept them, but sometimes we can't accept some things, and
Oh
yeah.
God, we gonna
Okay.
get banned. We gonna get banned. See,
No,
just
no, no.
I
I'm
said
done. I'm
I
done. I'm
said they
done.
need
I'm
to
done.
dance with the whole thing. It grow from below. It's oh God, we gonna get banned. All right, so here's the question. It's a very specific question. Why is it that black women support it? They're heavy with it. They walk around with them, man, and they'll be your bestie and all of that. But if you come to find out that you're the man that you're talking to or dealing with or there with, find out that he had a time in college and stuff like that, all of a sudden it's a problem.
It's a
Why is
ego.
that?
Because they're aiding it.
It's an ego thing.
They're aiding it. Even if, especially if it's a black person, a part of
Mm-hmm.
the LGBT community, and then they make it seem like they're not a part of the black community too. Like,
Okay.
I just also feel like if you know that that person is down low, and I feel like just like a woman, I feel like if you know that that person is doing that person wrong, you should let that person know, even though you don't owe them loyalty.
Uh-huh.
How is the right thing to do? It's the right thing to do. That's how I feel. It's just a
Okay.
feeling, not a
I
fact.
think it's an ego thing. I think it's an ego thing because it's correct. Women do condone, black women especially do,
Mm-hmm.
and it's obvious. It's everywhere. They hang out with these folks and all this stuff, but they can't handle the pressures of knowing that their son or whomever might be a part of that community. And it's to me, it all goes back to ego. It goes back to ego because, and it's hypocrisy too because how could you be okay with your best friend being this way, but you're not okay? You having a hard time accepting that this is who this person is, and you might have
Exactly.
already fixing their life.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
Exactly.
Maybe if they're honest and upfront about it and not hiding it, then I wouldn't. be hard to accept it.
That goes back to men not being able to be open with certain women because of how certain women deal with and approach
Respond exactly.
men. So
Um,
there's that barrier is still there.
Disclaimer: I'm not trying to answer for you. I'm not trying to speak for women. None of that stuff. This is just Ja talking. This is just and just because I weigh multiple sides and I try to see different perspectives. I think that a part of it has to do with the fact that if you find out that your man like man, you may not be able to fulfill him totally.
I
You
agree.
think that he may also like he'll never be satisfied with you because he'll always want a man also, and you can't do that for him. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah,
As far as I will go.
yeah. Because you know what? It's the same thing with man versus woman.
Oh, yeah, it's about ego and not being feeling
No,
like
the sexual satisfaction part. No.
oh yeah, I was going back to that. Feeling like you can't satisfy that person, that they
Yeah,
gotta go somewhere else to find that's hurt right there.
but it could, and also, it could
Thank
be
you,
a
CJ.
masculine.
Listen, CJ is my spirit animal. CJ is my spirit animal. I'm going to follow she tonight.
Dang.
It could be the masculine energy. Like she can't copy that. Also, you get what I'm saying? It could be a piece of that too. I don't know.
No, women can be masculine too.
Really.
Yep. Yep.
Where where was she when we did that episode, big God? Where was she? All right. All right. So we gonna wind down now. So guest goes first. I see Kashari probably getting in the car by now. Kashari, well, let's start with you. VIB, what's your final words?
Y'all, reciprocity is very important. Whatever you desire from a relationship, you have to be willing to give that, and that's the only way to get your best outcome out of any relationship, whether it be a friendship, a family relationship, an intimate relationship. Reciprocity is important, so always keep that in mind. And everybody gonna be good, y'all. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and TikTok at Vibe with VIB. Thank you.
Kashari, can you go but turn on the radio maybe? That's all we hearing. Thank you. Can you give us your final word, please?
So I agree with the giving back the same energy that you're asking for. I feel like taking accountability to what you're asking for and making sure that partner is being loved too the same way that you want to be loved. And I'm working on that too. So yeah, this is a good conversation. Oh, and to end it, add me on all platforms at K's Vibes. And that's it.
All right. Thank you, ladies, for coming on. It was a great show. I want to thank you both. I enjoyed this conversation. Thanks for keeping things civil. We appreciate it. As for me, I'm big on seeing multiple sides and different perspectives. That's why the name of the show is literally Same Difference. I'm not gonna argue with you. If you ain't got a point to make, we ain't going back and forth.
Right.
If your point ain't legit, I ain't arguing with you. But if you want to have real conversations about real things with real people, this is definitely the place to be. So that's VIB. That's Kashari Peterson. I'm Ja. This is Same Difference. We love you. We out.
All right, y'all.
All right.